JoJo Siwa, the glittery, bow-wearing superstar who's been dazzling us since her dance mom's days, just shared a moment that's got the internet buzzing, and trust me, it's a tearjerker. On July 24, 2025, JoJo took to TikTok and gave fans an emotional glimpse into her relationship with former Love Island UK star Chris Hughes, and it's not just going viral, it's cracking hearts wide open. Picture this: JoJo's casually drying her hair, probably vibing to one of her unreleased tracks, when Chris leans in with a simple, spontaneous compliment, "You have a really good hairline." That's it. One line. But it stopped JoJo in her tracks. Her eyes welled up. She turned toward him, voice trembling, and admitted, "That's the number one thing I was bullied for as a child." And just like that, years of trauma, ridicule, and self-doubt came rushing back. But this wasn't just another sad celebrity moment, it turned into something beautiful. To understand the weight of those words, you have to rewind the clock. Between 2017 and 2020, JoJo was relentlessly bullied online. And weirdly enough, it wasn't about her music or her outfits, it was about her hairline. She became the target of countless memes and hate comments, accusing her of having a receding hairline, a five-head, or worse. But what most people didn't know is that JoJo was dealing with a stress-induced rash that caused a bald spot. A bald spot. At just 12 years old. She once said in a TikTok, "A 12-year-old shouldn't have a stress rash on their head that makes them bald. But I did." And that level of honesty? It hit home for so many. So when Chris made that offhand comment, he had no idea he just touched a scar that had barely healed. But instead of panicking or brushing it off, Chris did the one thing every girl dreams of in that moment: he showed up. He gently wiped away her tears, pulled her in for a hug, and said it again, "You have a really good hairline. It's got so much hair." No awkwardness. No retreat. Just presence, comfort, and love. It was raw, real, and completely unfiltered, and fans are still recovering. In the TikTok's caption, JoJo wrote a heartfelt explanation, saying, "He had no idea of the 2017 to 2020 hairline memes that I'm not affected by on the daily anymore, but him saying this out of thin air literally finished healing a part of me." She described it as living with a bandage over a wound for 8 years, too scared to look underneath. And Chris? He unknowingly peeled it off, revealing a scar that had finally faded. She ended the caption with, "Lucky, lucky girl I am. Don't even think I realize how lucky sometimes." It wasn't just vulnerable, it was JoJo unfiltered, and fans felt that. And now, everyone's talking about their relationship. JoJo and Chris first met earlier this year on Celebrity Big Brother UK, where sparks flew fast. At the time, JoJo was still dating Australian content creator Kath Ebbs. The two had gone public in January with sweet Instagram posts captioned, "Bit of queer joy for your feed today." But by April, just after Big Brother wrapped, Kath revealed they had broken up. She explained that JoJo realized, inside the house, that Kath wasn't her forever person. JoJo later clarified on This Morning that her connection with Chris wasn't the reason for the split, but the timing definitely raised eyebrows. Fast forward to June 2nd, and JoJo officially confirmed her relationship with Chris was no longer just platonic. In an interview with The Guardian, she said, "I'm absolutely head over heels for him, and he's the same way." Cue fan meltdown. From cozy Disneyland photos to late-night date snaps in Malibu, their love story has quickly become one of the most talked-about romances of 2025. But it hasn't all been fairy tales and forehead kisses. The backlash was swift and loud. JoJo, who famously came out as queer in 2021 and once identified as a lesbian, faced criticism over her relationship with Chris, some calling it a betrayal of her past identity, others zeroing in on their 10-year age gap. But JoJo clapped back by simply living her truth. In her words, "You can't help who you love." Chris, for his part, also addressed the drama. In a July 14th interview with Fabulous magazine, he said, "I've had more people call me gay in the last 2 months than ever before, but it doesn't bother me." He stood up for JoJo too, saying, "She's one of the most mature people I've ever met. She's literally the love of my life, but she's also my best friend." He even admitted to fantasizing about their wedding day. Yes, he said that out loud. Fans went wild. The internet reaction to JoJo's tearful TikTok has been overwhelmingly supportive. One fan wrote, "He's legitimately the sweetest guy. You deserve real happiness, JoJo." Another commented, That's real love. You can't fake that. Some skeptics, of course, are still out there claiming the moment was staged. But the tears? The vulnerability? The raw emotion? That doesn't read fake. That reads real. And let's not forget, JoJo's no stranger to public heartbreak. She dated musician Mark Bontempo in 2020, then Kylie Prue, and more recently, dancer Dakayla Wilson. Each relationship came with its own lessons, its own headlines. But none of them felt quite like this. None of them felt healing. That's why this moment with Chris Hughes is so much bigger than a compliment. It's a full circle moment. It's the past and the present colliding in the most unexpected, healing way. It's the reminder that sometimes the most life-changing words are the ones you don't plan. You have a really good hairline. Who knew those 7 words could crack open 8 years of pain and stitch it all back together? So whether you're a lifelong Siwanator or you just stumbled on the story scrolling TikTok, one thing is clear, JoJo Siwa is still evolving, still growing, and still reminding us all that it's okay to cry, okay to heal, and more than okay to love loudly and honestly. What do you think? Was this a genuine moment of vulnerability or just another internet spectacle? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.
What's up, Bob? I'm drying my hair right now. And he goes, you have a really good hair.
You do have a good hairline, it's really nice. I don't get what's making you laugh.
No, it's making me cry.
I love your hair.
That's like the #1 thing I was bullied for as a kid. Like, JoJo Siwa's hairline. Like, #1 thing.
Why are you crying?
Because that's made me, like, destroy myself over the years. And you just said it out of literal nowhere.
No, baby.
No.
Tissue.
I don't want your dirty face.
It's not a dirty face, mate.
No, I'm okay. It was just really nice.
You've got a really good hairline. I looked at it the other week and I was like, you got really good hair. It sits like, it's got so much hair here. Like, you got so much hair. I don't get it.
Because people were so mean about it. So you just said it out of nowhere and it was really nice.
You got really, really, really good hair.